What is up, DTube, Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk a little bit about why I think Bitcoin maximalism has failed. So for me personally, it has failed. The last all-time high was 800 days ago in 2017. And the whole idea was that Bitcoin was something special and no other crypto can outperform it or can do anything. And that for some reason that Bitcoin is doing something so well that nothing else can ever compete it. I think this has failed. I think Bitcoin has failed. So 800 days since last all-time high. And you have to understand that we are basically in an industry that is exponential. Like the technology is exponential. So 2 years of no exponential growth in something that should be exponential kind of sucks, right? It kind of sucks. So Bitcoin maximalism has failed, according to me. So we see other cryptos doing stuff that Bitcoin cannot do. Hex, for example, printing trustless interest daily to the person using a smart contract. You can't do this with Bitcoin. You will never do this probably with Bitcoin. So you can do stuff with Hex that you can't do with Bitcoin. Now, how does the market respond? Well, if you look in the CoinGecko charts, you see that a month ago Hex was top 100 coin. Now it is top 53 coin. Almost moved forward 50 positions. Mainly because it's innovating, okay? Bitcoin has not innovated for a very, very long time. When was the last cool thing? It was a very long time ago. And so it's like, yeah, Bitcoin maximalism has failed. Like, we kind of realize now, especially we saw it after 2017 and we saw the big dump. We saw that Bitcoin crashed just as much as other cryptos. Or you could say it crashed a little less, but it basically crashed. Like, what was it, like 80%, 85% of the value just gone? Dude, it crashed hard. Crashed hard, man. 20k to 3k. And now this is supposed to be the halving year. Like, this is supposed to be a halvening year, the magical year when everything's gonna change. Now, last year there was some stock to flow thing coming out that said, "Oh, it seems like we're gonna get a 55k BTC summer 2020." And then, okay, fair, they said also maybe it's gonna take a year after that. Also, we're gonna see if the 55k shows up. But and now as we're seeing now, with all the drama that goes on in the world, we saw with the market crash that Bitcoin went from, what was it, like, I mean, it crashed again, right? It was like 10k and then it crashed to 3k again, and it's 11 years old and it still do insane things, and it's still down 55% or something, or maybe in 65% since 2017, 800 days ago. We're getting close to 1000 days ago. Okay, and people they give Bitcoin a lot of chances, like maybe it comes back, maybe it comes back. Doesn't seem like it's doing that, man. And other stuff are doing what Bitcoin cannot do, like even the, so for example, DTC with the mainnet that comes next month, May 10th, is doing stuff that Bitcoin cannot do, like paying content creators. And even forks of Steam, Hive, it's actually trying to do something, right? Tries to use proof of brain and be like digital cash. And Bitcoin is not doing this. So it seems like Bitcoin maximalism has failed. So I talked about this a little bit in the past. Like, Bitcoin, maybe it's good for like billionaires or something like that, but for the average person, it's like, why wouldn't you jump into something new where you have an opportunity to actually earn something, or at least print interest, Like for example with Hex, if you stake for a longer time, you get 20% extra per year in like I think shares. Why don't you do that instead? Because you're kind of late to the ownership game. You're kind of late to the ownership game of Bitcoin. If you weren't in early in something, you're probably never going to own much of it. So why don't you try to do something that is more relevant to your time? For example, 2020 coins that looks like they have potential and that is not rehashed stuff. So what I'm saying with Bitcoin is, for example, I don't think like a 10x or 20x or even a 30x is that impressive. I think Bitcoin can do this for sure. Like maybe it can go 300k or something like that. But I still don't find, for the average person, I don't find it that impressive. Like, so if you had like $1 in Bitcoin and it went 30x, you would earn $30. That's not that much. Okay, maybe you have a little bit more money. Okay, let's say $10. Okay, you make $300 or something like that. It's still not that much, you know. And as I said, I mean, even if Bitcoin would pump like that, all of this value would flow, I think, to other altcoins or other stuff with more potential, because people want to get yield. Okay, they want to get yield. They want to earn daily. They can earn daily in US Dynasty, in Steam, in Hive, in DTC, in Hex. How do you earn more Bitcoin? You can't. Like, you have to play with your money, with margin trading or something like that. That's not good, man. That's not good for people. You're probably gonna lose a lot of money then. A lot of people are losing a lot of money in Bitcoin. It's probably not something good to recommend to people. It's probably not that good to recommend something that is down almost for 1,000 days straight. Like that's almost 3 years, or what is it, 3 or 4 years? I mean, 2021 and 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, that's a lot of years, man. You know, you lose count of the years over the years. Like it's a long time, man. It's a long time. And sure, it was late 2017, and soon it's 2021, and that would only be early 2021. But that's still a lot of years. Okay, it's still a lot of years. So yeah, Bitcoin maximalism looks like it has failed, and I don't see how we can recover at all. Like why would reality change? Why wouldn't things just keep do the same thing as it's doing? So what you realize about humanity and like humans, if they're mediocre now, they're probably going to be mediocre in the future. Maybe some small things changes here and there, but in general, you kind of see how the future is going to be, you know, in many ways. And if you really want to empower people, like you have to find ways to make them more value than a 30x. It's like a 30x is not that helpful for the average person. You know. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about today. I think there are better opportunities out there, way better opportunities, and I think people should take them. I think people should explore Hex. I think people should explore DTC, mainnet coming May 10th, 2020. I think you should explore that. Maybe you should become a video vlogger. Maybe you should do it, because video is like the best medium to share out information to people, to experiment, to learn more about yourself, to try to earn something that is not fiat, try to learn a little bit more about looking into a decentralized DTube ecosystem where people from all over the world are doing videos, and it's not just from your country or just local stuff, but it's more like challenging stuff. It's more cosmic. I think that is way more exciting. I think that has way more potential than something someone came out with 11 years ago. Like, don't you think we have better computers now, can do better videos now, are more informed now, and come up with better game theory systems now, and it can even do better smart contracts now? For example, the smart contract. Hex is using a smart contract in Ethereum to do all of its magic, and it works really great. Like, it really works great. It's like, clearly we can do better things now. Even US Dynasty works amazing. prints people value daily. The TKT dividends, you're also getting in-game items. It's just better, man. Like, it's just better, straight up. My smartphone is better. S20 Ultra, it's just better, man. Like, I can do amazing videos. I can watch other people's amazing videos. Like, everything's better, right? So clearly we should have better cryptos. And better cryptos are probably coming now. You know, DTC, for example. Is a pretty, if you try to use DTube, it's a pretty amazing currency. And it works amazing. And people are using it. And they're voting. And they're curating. It's cool, man. It's cool. So yeah, Bitcoin maximalism, according to me, has kind of failed. I don't see it coming back. I don't see how it can come back at all, even if it goes up. Because even if it goes up, let's say it goes up 30x, okay, and then maybe you got a 30x. But what about your friends? How can they make something? Do you want them to also make a 30x? It's probably not gonna happen, right? So, I mean, just if you look history, stats, we can see Bitcoin is done on 8x, maybe it's now 7x since 2013. So if it only did a 7x there, why would it magically do some massive, insane amount of access? Unless something crazy happens, something new can happen in the world, some new amazing technology happens and everyone uses Bitcoin or whatever. I don't know, but I don't see it happening at the moment. Seems like other cryptos are doing stuff instead. So yeah, according to me, Bitcoin maximalism kind of has failed. It has died. But that doesn't mean it's bad, right? Because other people, because you can find other things that's better. Still, can be some pseudo digital gold, maybe. Okay, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, have a great day, DTube and Steam blockchain.